Hey everybody, it's Ed Keller from TCPALM with your weekly fishing report. Let's start with the offshore section. Nice mixed bag of fish caught on Lady Stewart this week. This is on this typical trip. Triggerfish, porgies, got some Mutton Snapper. It's been kind of a bunch of different offerings out there right now. You can have dolphin wander up, kingfish, maybe a cobia every now and again. The snapper fishing kind of goes hot and cold based on water temperature and the speed of the current. And that's a day-to-day thing. So you just kind of have to take your chances and get out there and see what's going on. One day it might be a little slow, the next day it might be really hot. So just go on and get out there for the best results. I want to show you a little example of what 2 days different fishing can do for you. This is Glenn Wall. He's from Port St. Lucie. He fishes off the bottom, fishing boats right under the party boats. This is on the Lady Stewart. I believe this was on Monday. He caught this genuine red snapper. And of course, genuine red snapper, there's prohibited harvest in Atlantic water, so he had to send that thing back. But a nice little fish, but he had to send it back, unfortunately. A couple days later, Glenn Wall is out on the Fort Pierce Lady party boat out of Fort Pierce City Marine up there. Caught himself a nice fish, looks exactly the same, except it's a mutton snapper. It's got the spot, I call it the keeper spot, that's what I call it. That's the one difference between a mutton snapper and red snapper. Normally, they're two where the two inhabit don't always overlap, but this is the area of the Treasure Coast right here where these two species do overlap. You can catch muttons, of course, all the way up as far as Canaveral, and you can catch red snapper now all the way south of Stewart. So there's a little bit of overlap there, but anyway, good fishing, good catch by Glenn. He was able to take this one home. He was not able to take home the one you saw the day before. Whoops, we got a little bit of a, let's back it up. That's gonna be a mess anyway. Normally we edit those out, but I don't know if we're gonna do it this week. Anyway, congratulations to Scott Crippen here in White's Tackle. Real nice swordfish they were able to catch here this week, daytime sword fishing. This is a time of year where our sword fishing can be pretty good. A lot of times a full moon or lightning at night makes it kind of difficult for the swordfish to be caught. But daytime sword fishing has been a developing fishery around here for the last several years, and guys are really dialed in on it. Go by White's Tackle and find out all you need to know here. And by the way, speaking of White's Tackle, they're going to have a swordfish tournament coming up August 11th through the 13th. It's going to be 2 days, 2 nights. They're going to have the weigh-in on Sunday afternoon at 6 o'clock, I think, at the Fort Pierce City Marina area. Anyway, everything you need to know here, you can go to White's Tackle and find out. You can find the White's Tackle Swordfish Shootout on the events page. It has its own events page on Facebook. So check that out. It should be a lot of fun. We haven't had a swordfish tournament around here for probably 5 or 6 years. The Finest Kind had a couple of them, but it should be a lot of fun, so get in it. The other thing I want to tell you about, Lobster Mini season. That's coming up next week. A lot of you guys know that already. Wednesday and Thursday, 48-hour period when the recreational divers are allowed to go out there and get 12 lobsters per piece. And of course, we'll have a lot of coverage here the next couple of days about what you can and can't keep, where to look for, what the water temperature is doing, what the water visibility is doing, and other safety features as well. Be safe out there. This is what it's going to look like underwater out there. We had a pretty good season last year for the guys that did go. We didn't have a lot of participation in the Stewart area. It seemed like more boats were going out of Fort Pierce. I think the dirty water last year had a lot to do with it, but this year we don't have that, so it's a lot cleaner. But look for dive flags this weekend. When you get out there, there's going to be a lot of people scouting and looking around for places they want to dive Wednesday and Thursday. They're going to be out on the water. The rule is the boater can't be within 300 feet of a flag. That's 100 yards. You're not supposed to be within 100 feet. But the other part of the rule is the second part of that rule. If you're a diver and you're down below, you have to surface somewhere within 300 feet of your flag. So make sure you know where you are also. The current's going to carry you. So make sure you're working together with an experienced boater up top to be able to keep track of you or your bubbles. Make sure you guys are diving with buddies. We don't want any accidents before mini season. We don't want any during mini season because it gets kind of crazy out there. But all you boaters, watch out for dive flags over the weekend. If you're going out to fish for snapper, like I told you, you're going to bite, watch out for divers working those same reefs. So be careful out there. That does it for our offshore report. Let me just show you a little bit. This is one of the popular places to dive off the beach. This is Fort Pierce Inlet State Park. This is the inlet right here, the Fort Pierce Inlet right here. North of the inlet, you've got these patch reefs right along here. You see these contours, 3 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet. It's a little bit of a shoal right here, but there's a lot of reefs right here that run parallel to the beach and easy access from Pepper State Park, which is right up here, You can go in right off of here, or you can go from the state park itself, right off the beach. You can swim out there. You got to have a dive flag with you, even if you're going by yourself or whatever you're doing. Even if you're in shallow water snorkeling, you still have to have that dive flag. It's with the law. Anyway, just be careful. This is one of the spots you want to check. Some of your photos, and keep in touch with me at ed.killer@tcpalm.com. And remember, lobster photos, I need them next week, so send them in. Thanks.